The TCI Fire Department received a surplus of $3 million from government for the development of internationally recognized standards and infrastructure. As the department strives to cater to the masses in the country, a new change is being implemented. Hear what it is in this next story. As heads of government deliberate on decisions and policies during their current senior ministers retreat in North Caicos, the employment of a new chief fire officer will have to be discussed in their plans for 2008. A recent interview with current chief officer confirmed that Christopher Gannon will no longer maintain his contract with the government and will leave his post at the TCI Providenciales fire station. That alteration is to happen in 3 months' time.
I have resigned from my position as Chief Fire Officer, consultant to the government for fire and rescue services. That was tendered last month, and I'm going to be working 3 months' notice, which means I'll be effectively employed by government until the end of February. My contract was to come and establish domestic fire and rescue services, which particularly in Providenciales we've achieved with the formation of the volunteer fire department and a lot of the equipment that you see here, much of which has been donated until recently. The job developed in June 2006 when the Chief Minister, now the Premier, decided that it was a forward-thinking move to merge the airport fire service and the domestic and form a national fire and rescue service. Since June 2006 we've really changed the face and rebranded the airport fire services through a different form of recruitment, through a restructure of that service, and as I'll mention in a few minutes, a huge investment in new equipment.
Gannon, an employee since 2002, asserted that his post was not a permanent one. Other opportunities arose which contributed in his departure.
There's nothing sinister about my decision. My relationship with government is fantastic. My permanent secretary and I have suffered together throughout the development of this fire department. My minister, Honourable Gilly Williams, has been an absolutely amazing advocate of what we're trying to achieve. The Premier himself is driving the standards in this country only one direction, and that's up. Well, I'm happy to say that I've been here for 3 contract terms now, and under the laws of the general orders, the government general orders, I can only actually stay here as a contract officer for a maximum of 6 years anyway. So like any normal, sensible person, during the last 12 months of your contract, it's only right that you start looking for another job.
Gannon said his love for the Turks and Caicos Islands will keep him and his family here. Gannon revealed his commitment will always remain with the station.
And I've already made it very clear to the Minister and to the general public that in times of national crisis, if we have a hurricane, if we have major fires, or we have major accidents which need professional help, whether I'm working for government or not, you can guarantee that I'll be there, and I'll always be available to offer support and represent this country in terms of fire, rescue and disaster.
According to recent information from the Office of Home Affairs and the Fire Department, Gannon's departure comes at a time when new developments are being made. New equipment is being brought in and newfound interest in the rise of safety standards to reach international standards. A $3 million surplus by government for brand new top-of-the-line fire trucks is to be unveiled by officials at the end of January, something the chief is extremely happy about. Here Gannon talks about how he feels about the TCI and his resignation.
Even though I'm not a son of the soil, I think I've left a personal mark on the history of this country, having been given the opportunity to be the first national chief fire officer. And that'll never be taken away. And I can go on in life and continue to develop my career, knowing that this is a place I think I'll always be welcome, a place where I've made a tremendous number of friends. And just by the response I've had from people in the community as I've been shopping in IGA or walking down the street, the number of people that have pulled over and expressed their shock and their sadness in some cases that I'm leaving. I think that's a tremendous mark of respect and something that was overwhelming for me and my family, and something that I'm very, very proud of.